Welcome into TD's Film Room. TD, we are going to talk about a guy right now that really took rookie minicamp by storm, impressed a lot of people, but he's been doing it since Colorado under Coach Prime. Jimmy Horn Jr., if you don't know the name, I think you're going to know it very soon. TD, tell us why this guy is so impressive.
Listen, when you watch Jimmy Horn Jr. play, he's a ball of energy. He's a guy that absolutely loves going out and play this game, and you can tell by the way he approaches everything. He's always smiling, he's always excited, and he just has a ton of energy surrounding him. And not to mention the speed, the athleticism, and his ability to track the ball in the air is phenomenal. And so for us to be able to get him where we got him, KB, it was absolutely a steal.
All right, you mentioned speed, athleticism, and ball tracking ability. So let's start with some speed, shall we?
Listen, we just talked to you about all of these things, and we don't just talk about it for nothing. We make sure that we are able to back up what we say with the film. So watch us jump right into this. Watching Jimmy Horn Jr. play at Colorado, this is one of the opportunities that you really get to see the speed. Watch him make the guy miss, and he don't even look like he's running very fast. But one of the things that stood out to me, if you watched NFL football, there's a guy in the NFL that has the same celebration and the same kind of speed, and he throws up the deuces, and that's Tyreek Hill. That was the tribute to the cheetah right there. So anytime you see a player going out and throwing up the cheetah, see you later sign, that shows you that this guy has a ton of belief that he's the fastest man on the field.
He absolutely does. You can see that. All right, what else does he bring to the table that impresses you?
Listen, so when you have a guy that's smaller in stature, you got to be able to make sure you can make guys miss. So if you're fast and quick, it's almost impossible to tackle guys like that, KB.
Fast and quick, difference.
Listen, fast guys, they can run straight line and run by you. But if you have a fast and quick guy, they can literally make you miss in a box. Like you standing in a box with this person, and KB, they can make one or two steps. Christian McCaffrey was like that. He was the guy that was fast and quick. For example, like, you see a guy like that, and you think you're going up to tackle him, and you're going to put a big hit on him because he's smaller. No, they're going to leave you standing right there because of abilities like this. And you'll see it right here with Jimmy Horn Jr. catching the ball, has four guys right there, make a miss, and turn this thing that should have been a negative play into a positive. And that was one of the things that stood out about him on film, just watching the ability. When guys are right here, KB, look at this position. Whenever you can put a defender in that kind of position, we call that snatching those ankles, man. And he snatched his ankles in a major way on this play. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys around him right now that all should make this tackle at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, KB. But because Jimmy Horn is a special player, because he has that speed and quickness that we just talked about, and it just looks effortless. He doesn't look like he's working overly hard to make that happen, KB.
Yeah, but it's not just that. He's disciplined on the field, right? Body control, things like that. And I know you want to show us some of that.
Absolutely. When you see a player have the ability to go out and track the football, that's one of the biggest things that a lot of receivers separate themselves from other people with. We watch Tedoroy be able to track the ball in the air, and we talked about that on our film room the last time we were on. But if you watch Jimmy Horn Jr., he has some of those same abilities to be able to track the ball. Just watch this ball placement and watch him with his eyes on the ball, look this ball in all the way. Like the ability to adjust your body like this to the ball, KB, that is a special player. And he knows it. He knows it, KB.
Well, you can tell with the celebrations, he definitely knows it.
Absolutely.
All right, but I know that one of the things you prize the most when it comes to a player in any position is toughness. And you have told me that this kid is tough.
Listen, this kid and the way that he approaches the game, and you're going to hear me talk about his approach, his mindset to playing football. You got to love the game of football. As a receiver, as a smaller receiver, to have the ability to run routes across the middle, knowing without a doubt that you're going to get hit and welcome the contact, not just shy away from it. You see a lot of guys, and my college coach used to tell receivers, you're going to get hit anyway, so catch the football.
Great point.
And he understands that. He gets hit on this play, and he makes the catch through contact, and that's what I love about this young kid, as well as the speed and agility. Look at him. Watch him take this hit, hold on to the football and bounce right up and line up for the next play. So that just shows me that Jimmy Horn Jr. is not only fast, he's not only quick, he's not only has the ability to track the ball all over the field, but he's also tough and he loves the game of football. That's my kind of player.
Well, all the attributes you just mentioned could be attributed to a Panthers legend who we know very well and who Jimmy Horn Jr. said he's been watching film on.
Smith, he was a strong, short receiver, and he was real explosive. Every time he touched the ball, you knew something was going to go down. Now, he was trying to, put somebody in the dirt with his hands. That's just how he played. He played relentless and fearless. And I kind of, play like that, too.
Okay, TD, Jimmy Horn Jr. paying homage to Steve Smith, watching the film on him. What do you think about that?
KB, I think it's spot on. When you look at Steve Smith coming in out of Utah, he was a guy that everybody said he was just a returner.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is so hard to believe now.
It's so hard to believe after we had the opportunity to watch his maturation process, right? Steve started out as a returner, but he turned into a special player, a future Hall of Famer for the Carolina Panthers. But Jimmy Horn is one of those guys that I know he's going to come in and he's going to play with that same kind of chip on his shoulder. Just being able to watch his story, watch his upbringing out of Colorado, you know that this is a kid that understands the value of the opportunity that he has right now. And I know that it's not a single day that he's going to take it for granted. And I love the fact that he went back and he's been watching film on guys like Steve Smith, because to me, that's who his ceiling really is. He has the opportunity, if he comes in, puts his head down, takes advantage of having Steve right here in this city, learn from him, and just get in the weight room and attack things the way that Steve did. I could see Jimmy Horn being that special of a player because he has everything that we just talked about. He has the ability to run by people. He has the ability to make people miss. He has the ability to track the ball all over the field. We just said that. But also his toughness. That's one of the things that Steve Smith was able to separate himself from other guys in, whether it was a defensive player, whether it was other receivers. Steve Smith wanted all the smoke.
He did.
And you can see that in Jimmy Horn. And when you watch him, I just feel like that he has the ability to be that special of a player.